which has happened mainly coming from.
Jeff, thank you very much for being here today.
Yeah.
It's a pleasure. We are always working close with Deepki because we believe you guys are very unique in your field. But I would like you to take this opportunity to explain what you do, what's Deepki doing in the real estate world, please.
Yeah, great. It's great to be here. Very excited to be at the GI. So Deepki is an ESG platform that works with real estate investors to activate their strategies on ESG investment and move through and accelerate through the decisions that they have to make sure that we're succeeding in our sustainability journeys.
Perfect. Where are you active? Which countries? We're going to have people watching us from different countries.
Yeah.
Where do you have offices, clients?
Yeah. So we have offices right now mainly in Europe and the US. So certainly based in Paris as the HQ, continuing to grow across the UK, Germany, Spain, Italy, and the US markets, and then moving into APAC through Australia and Singapore.
Let's talk about the challenges of your clients. Mm-hmm. You know, you talk to different clients,
yep,
and they all have different challenges. But if you had to say, to talk about the main challenge they're facing at the moment, what would that be?
Well, this topic has been around for a bit now. It continues to mature within the industry. I think people know what questions to ask, and with those questions become more data points, more KPIs. So what we see now, I think, is a little bit of KPI overload. How do you look at all the data that's coming at you and put that in a way that you can align it with your strategy, move through those decision-making processes, and then hold the ecosystem around that kind of accountable to make sure that we're moving forward. And that continues to be a topic that we kind of focus in on to help enable that and continues to be a challenge for everyone.
How is technology helping in the decision-making process? Because I see very often they have a lot of challenges and so much information to process and digest. How technology is helping here?
Yeah, well, technology is an enabler, right? So ultimately, the real estate industry as a whole, I mean, it's a people business, right? There's lots of different people that are at the table making this happen. We want to make sure that we're enabling them. You're talking about the same thing. You're able to bring up the relevant data points as quickly as possible, move through that, activate the right people, apply a layer of technology to bring up those insights even further in terms of optimization or scenario analysis and any of these kind of different aspects that allow us to come to those conclusions faster. And that's going to be a key part. We continue to leverage all the new tools around AI and these kind of different things that are coming into the markets to be able to take things to the next level.
I'm curious to ask you about the conversations you have with the clients, the challenges, the current affairs that real estate leaders are facing in the conversation with Deepki, especially compared with the past, and you guys have seen the world where ESG was a question. What if?
Yeah.
Is this really important? And this is all behind us.
Yeah.
This is bread and butter now, of course. And what's different now? What's the main difference when you look at the journey of the topic and Deepki? What's different now in the dialogues that you have with clients?
I think we're at a great point right now, actually. I think there's a lot more kind of general knowledge within the industry. And so people are starting to ask the right questions. And so we're getting through that first stage much quicker, I think, across, organization at an organizational level. So I think that's a great start. Now we're getting into, okay, I'm on board. I understand there are risks there that I need to understand. There are potentially opportunities that I need to keep an eye on. But so what? How do I take that to the next level? Those are the conversations that we're having now, which is the place that we want to be. And that's a little bit on us to be able to bring the right information, the right insights to the table so that people are willing to put, CapEx expenses and sign off different investments, in their assets, in their buildings, and make this stuff real. And we're definitely seeing that, but we want to see more and more of an acceleration of that.
Jeff, a final takeaway for our audience, what would you say?
I think the key one would be don't let data kind of hold you back. There's lots of tools out there and there's lots of capabilities to be transparent and move through it. Definitely those first few stages of the journey that you're going to be on. I think that's key. Get started, and then allows you to build maturity around the topic, understand the depths, understand where you're going to focus, and get to the next level and forward. So you build the journey and not necessarily wait for that data point to hold you back.
Fantastic. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Pleasure.
which has happened mainly coming from
Good.